lovelies, Lauren here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be leading you through a Yoga for Teens sequence. But if you're watching this and you happen to not be a teen, it doesn't matter. This class is going to be equally beneficial for you as well, so you're more than welcome to join in. But if you're ready, let's find a little bit of space. Perhaps you've got a mat or maybe you don't, it doesn't matter. Just find a little bit of space and then come all the way down onto your back. So we're going to take a constructive rest to begin with. So coming all the way down to lying down, but let's keep the knees bent and actually separating the feet out to the side slightly, and then allow the knees to kind of knock together so the knees can completely rest. You might instinctively place your hands on your belly or on your chest here, or maybe they're resting down by your sides. Find a place that is comfortable and cozy for you. And you can keep the eyes closed if you need to here. Maybe we're still kind of looking around a little bit. But if it's comfortable for you, and if you're ready to, let's slowly bring the eyes to a close. And that doesn't have to be a complete shut of the eyes. Maybe we're still kind of peeping through the eyelids here and there. Only when you feel happy to, you can close off the eyes, close off the outside world, and start to draw our awareness in. So really checking in on you today. How are you feeling? Noticing whatever different emotions are bubbling up to the surface. Notice how you're physically feeling in your body. Just taking a few moments to observe. And we're not trying to change anything about ourselves here. We're just noticing what's happening in this present moment right here, right now. And as always, as we look at our bodies here, always looking at ourselves with kindness, with love, knowing everything is okay in this moment. So let's take a couple of deep breaths in, starting to connect to our breath a little bit more. So deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, you can take a good old sigh here. And perhaps doing that twice more. And again, big breath in through the nose. Big breath out. Beautiful. One more big breath in. And a big breath out. Beautiful. And we're going to try to maintain a relatively slow and steady breath throughout our practice. So again, just being as mindful as we can as we move today. And then from here, let's just bring the knees into the chest. And you can take hold of the back of the thighs, the shins, maybe the knees, whichever feels better for you. Keeping the rest of the spine really glued down towards the ground here. You can have a little sway from side to side, almost like you're giving yourself that little warm embrace, so hugging the knees in nice and tightly. Beautiful. Okay. Let's just take a breath in here. Big breath out. Beautiful. Now let's see if we can make ourselves even smaller here. So drawing in the knees even tighter if we can, and then lifting the head away from the mat. See if we can send our nose almost towards our knees, and the knees are also coming towards the nose also here. Beautiful. So curling yourselves up as small as you can be, perhaps stoking that little bit of a fire in your bellies as we connect to our cores, just a touch. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. Let's release all the way back down. Lovely. Okay. Bring the hands to the front of your knees or to the top of your knees. And let's send the knees in some nice big circles. So you might send the knees in the same direction to one another, or it might feel better to send the knees in opposite directions to one another. Again, it's entirely up to you, depending on your personal preference, depending on how you'd like to move today. Lovely. And then from here, let's just switch up that direction. So moving the knees in the other way. Still keeping that slow and steady breath. Beautiful. Let's take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Beautiful, okay. Bring both arms to just your right knee for now. So just holding that right knee into the chest. Flex into the left foot and see if we can really kick that left leg up to the sky. Lead with the heel. Take a breath in. Now as we exhale, we lengthen that left leg along the mat. Lead with the heel here and let that left leg just come down. So we've got this nice long line from the very top of your head to that left heel. Beautiful, resting along the mat. Now from here, take a breath in. Now as we exhale, we're going to start to guide this right knee across the body over towards the left, keeping it bent. So you can bring the left hand to the outside edge of the right knee as you go. And maybe this right hand might stretch out towards the right hand side. Beautiful. So we come into a little spinal twist here. Now as we arrive here, if this feels perhaps a little bit too intense for our spines, maybe we scale it back a notch. We don't need to come all the way down. We don't need to bring the knee down towards the mat, only if that feels beneficial and feels good for you. Maybe we're just kind of softly coming into the twist. Beautiful. And you can have this rock kind of in and out. Lovely. We hold for a breath in. Hold for a breath out. Lovely. Inhale, we come all the way back through the center. Have one final hug of that right knee into the chest. And then we're just going to change over. Left knee comes in, so we bring the arms to the left leg, flex into the right ankle, and kick that right heel up to the sky. So again, lengthening through this right leg as much as we can. And then letting that right leg slowly lower down towards the ground. So we're nice and stretched out along our mat. Fabulous. Take a breath in. As we exhale, let's start to send this left knee again across the body over to the right, guiding the body into that spinal twist. And if we feel like we've gone too far, again, we scale it back. So right hand might come to the outside edge of the left knee. Maybe we stretch that left arm out towards the left hand side. Lovely. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Beautiful. On your next inhale, bring everything back through the center. Lovely. Let's bring both knees back into the chest now and again. Have that little warm embrace, a little rock from side to side. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to build up a little bit of momentum. So bring the hands to the back of the thighs. You can begin to rock the weights forwards and back a couple of times, as many times as you wish, gradually bringing the body all the way up. And we're going to rise to seated. Beautiful. So when you're ready, rising all the way up, crossing at the ankles and sending the knees out to the side, sitting up nice and tall. I'm just going to spin around to face you all. Lovely. Okay, so nestling the sit bones down in towards the ground, finding this nice tall spine. So imagining there's like a thread pulling you up from the crown of your head. Beautiful. So sitting up as tall as we can. And then from here, let's just bring a little bit of movement into the head and neck. So take an inhale. Now as we exhale, you're just going to let your right ear fall down towards your right shoulder. Beautiful. Soften those shoulders down and away. Big breath in. Now as we exhale, now we let the chin slowly drift down towards our chest, stretching down through the back of the neck. Have a breath in here and a breath out. As we inhale, we come across the other side, left ear down to the left shoulder. Beautiful, stretching through the right hand side of the neck. Big inhale. Now as we exhale, again, we lower that chin down towards the chest. So we're working through a little bit of a half neck roll. So now that we've done it once on both sides, feel free to just sway the head from side to side, using your inhale to bring the ear down to the shoulder. The exhale to lower the chin down towards the chest. And your inhale to come across to the other side. Beautiful. One more time, both sides. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to the right. Exhale down. And inhale to the left. Beautiful. Exhale, come all the way back down, chin to chest. And as we inhale, let's mindfully lift the head up through center and again grow tall, but this time we're going to take the arms with us. So inhale, sweep the arms up nice and high, growing even taller, reach up to the sky, take a big breath in. Now as we exhale, lowering the right hand down towards the ground and we stretch the left arm up and over. Beautiful big side body stretch here. So you may wish to kind of walk the right fingertips further away. You may even be able to bring that right elbow down towards the ground, but again, it's not entirely necessary. Just as long as we're getting that nice big stretch across the left side of the rib cage, that's what matters. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Let's inhale, come all the way back up through center, and again, find a moment of length, grow tall. And as we exhale, other side, left hand comes down, right arm stretches up and over. Beautiful. And those same kind of options apply. So maybe you want to walk the left fingertips away. Maybe you want to bring that left elbow down. But again, it's entirely up to you. And also making sure we're still kind of pinning this right hip down towards the ground. Just making sure we're not leaning too far to the left. Staying firmly grounded through both sit bones. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Let's inhale, rise all the way up high. Beautiful. Now this time as we exhale, we're going to take a little twist. So twist around to the right, keeping the arms reaching up for a moment. Then once you've twisted around as far as you can go, lower the arms down, bringing your left hand to your right knee. And the right hand comes to the ground behind you. And use that kind of to anchor you into the twist. Maybe finding we can go a little bit further. Take a breath in. Exhale, twisting around just a little bit more. Beautiful. And then from here, inhale, we unravel, reach the arms up to the sky, grow tall. Exhale, twist round to the left this time, and again, see how far you can go without the arms. Then we bring the arms down, so right hand to the left knee this time, left hand to the ground behind you, still sitting up tall, big breath in. Exhale, twisting on round. Beautiful. Okay. As we inhale, let's rise up, take the arms to the sky one more time. And as we exhale, just softly lower the arms all the way down. But as you lower the arms, see if we can keep the heart lifted to the sky. Big breath in. Now as we exhale, we're going to take a little fold forwards. So starting to pull the heart forwards. And then you can bring the arms out in front of you if you wish. And the same thing when we're kind of reaching from side to side. Maybe we start to slowly walk the fingertips further away and gently bring the elbows down. But again, we don't have to. Beautiful. Let's rest here for a moment, getting that beautiful stretch across the lower spine. You can allow the head to kind of hang heavy here if that feels good for you. Lovely. Taking one more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back towards you, rising back up. Beautiful. Okay. And then from here, let's just gently send the ankles around to one side, hands down to the other. And you're going to step it back into a tabletop. Beautiful. So into our tabletop, we've got the knees underneath hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, find a neutral spine, and let's begin to move through a little bit of cat and cow. So as we inhale, thinking about dropping the belly down, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone, so looking straight ahead, and seeing if we can get that little stretch across the front of the body here. Beautiful, big breath in. And as we exhale, let's tuck the chin down towards the chest and we reverse that movement. So we tuck the head down, tuck the tailbone under. Now curving through the back and see if we can lift the shoulder blades high up to the sky. Beautiful. As we inhale again, let's lift the heart, lift the tailbone, looking forwards, finding an arch in the spine now. And as we exhale, we move into our curve. Beautiful, well done. We're going to move through this one more time. Inhale, rising the heart, looking forwards. And as we exhale, moving into our curve. Lovely, well done. Okay. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine and just take a moment to tuck all 10 toes under. Lovely. Sending the weight slightly further back, so as if you're going to send your hips towards your heels. Then start to push down through the hands, lift the knees away from the mat, send bottoms high up to the sky for a little downward facing dog. Now as we arrive here, getting that nice juicy stretch down the back of the legs, and feel free to bend one knee then the other, pedaling out through the feet. There might even be a little wriggle of the hips from side to side. Beautiful, really well done. Okay. We're going to take a big breath in here, breathing in through the nose. Exhale, perhaps sighing out through the mouth. Lovely. Inhale, look forwards towards your fingertips, bend the knees, and gently plod the feet towards your hands. So taking one tiny little step at a time. If the hands need to come away from the mat, feel free to allow them to do so. And just arrive in a little standing forward fold. Beautiful. So again, softness in the knees. Upper body is just super heavy, so we can let the arms be heavy, the head be heavy. Maybe we have a good old sway from side to side, releasing any tension that may exist in our lower back or the back of the neck. Beautiful, big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, bend the knees. Slowly stacking up bone by bone. So we're going to roll up through the spine, eventually coming all the way up to standing, but there's no need to rush. We take our time, coming all the way up. Exhale, send those shoulders down and away, standing tall and proud here. Beautiful. So you've got the feet, nicely placed underneath your hips. Shoulders down and away. Beautiful. Lovely. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Okay, we're going to move through a little sun salutation. So inhale, we sweep the arms up, we grow tall. Now as we exhale, we're going to open the arms out to the side, hinge at our hips, and dive all the way back down. Let the arms come down into our forward fold again. But maybe this time there's that little bit more length. Maybe we can fold that a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, so bring your fingertips to your shins, zip up through the spine, so trying to find this nice flat back and the chest is parallel to the ground. Lovely, inhale. Exhale, rolling all the way down. Beautiful. Bend the knees, plant the hands down towards the mat, and we're going to take a big step back with the left leg. So the left leg comes all the way back, and we're just going to mindfully pop that left knee down towards the ground, untucking those left toes. Let's brush the fingertips along the mat, rise up, and we're into a little low lunge. Beautiful. Now hopefully feeling this stretch across the front of the left thigh, and if we feel any kind of pressure underneath the left knee, feel free to roll your mat up if you have one and place it underneath the knee, or you could grab like an extra blanket, a folded t-shirt, just to place underneath the knee so there's a little bit more support there. It's entirely up to you. Arms are reaching up to the sky. Beautiful. We're going to hold for about one more breath in and one more breath out. Beautiful. Pour the heart forwards. Hands come down either side of this right foot, and all you're going to do is send this right knee back next to left so we come back into a tabletop. Beautiful. Okay, take an inhale here. Beautiful. As you exhale, shift the weight slightly further forward. So you're aiming to find this nice long line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, control the lower down, hugging the elbows in. So we really land like a feather on our mats. Beautiful. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, back and down, away from those ears. And lightly push down through the fingertips to slowly lift the chest. Beautiful. So I'm really lightly pressing into my fingertips, and if I wanted to, I could even take the hands off here and work through a little bit of strength through my spine, or you could push down through the hands and lift the chest up even higher. Only if that feels okay for you, but remember to keep the shoulders down and away from the ears, and keep a little bit of softness in the elbows as well here. Beautiful. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to come all the way back down. Fabulous. Bend your knees, squeeze your heels to your bum, cross at the ankles. Take a big breath in. Now as we exhale, we see if we can push up through that nice long line again. Beautiful, rising back up to that tabletop. Release the feet down towards the mat, tucking the toes under. Send the weight back, and then we lift the knees, and hey presto, we're back in our down dog. Lovely, and again, bring some movement in, so maybe bending one knee or both knees. Feel free to have a little dance, a little wriggle in your down dog. Okay, big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, look forwards towards your fingertips, bend the knees, and we plod the feet towards our hands. Beautiful. And again, if you need to take those hands off, let them lift. Beautiful. Standing forward fold, hold for a breath in, hold for a breath out. As we inhale, roll up through the spine. So again, nice deep bend in the knees as you go. And seeing if you can identify each moment where one vertebrae stacks on top of the other. Beautiful. Shoulders down and away from those ears. Okay, we're going to do all of that on the other side. Really well done. Big breath in, reach up high. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, open the arms out to the side, dive it back down to your forward fold. Beautiful. And again, maybe we fold that little bit deeper. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to your shins, zipping up, flat back. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful, bend the knees. Plant the hands. This time we're going to send the right leg all the way back. Beautiful. And gently releasing that right knee down towards the ground, untucking the toes. Brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest. Beautiful, low lunge. And again, if you need a little bit more support for that right knee, exactly like we did on the other side, feel free to incorporate those little props, anything you have to hand. Lovely, well done. Okay, let's take an inhale here. And as we exhale, coming all the way back down. Beautiful. Sending this left knee back next to right, back into our tabletop. And then we're going to shift the weight forwards again. So finding that nice long line between your knees, your hips and your shoulders. Breath in. Exhale, control the lower all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale, loop the shoulders down and away from those ears. Begin to mindfully lift the chest. Lightly pushing down through the fingertips. And again, maybe we take the hands off. Or maybe we're pushing down through the hands to lift the chest a little bit higher. Beautiful. But neither one of those options is better than the other. Yeah, it's going to depend on personal preference. And it's also going to depend on how you're feeling today. So if you're down here and you're thinking, oh, maybe I should push and lift myself a little bit higher, don't need to. Just be happy with where you are. Lovely, big breath in. Exhale, we come all the way back down. Bend the knees, heels to your bum, cross at the ankles, big breath in. Exhale, rise on up. Lovely, well done. Now from here, we're going to release the feet down towards the mat. And in fact, you might need to walk the knees in just a touch. And then we're going to send our hips all the way back towards our heels. We're going to take a little child's pose. As you move into this, you can keep the knees together, or it might feel quite nice to separate the knees out to the side. And slowly pour the heart down towards the mat. Beautiful. Now, of course, if your forehead doesn't comfortably meet the ground here, maybe you rest one hand on top of the other and bring the forehead to the back of the hands. Or if you need a little bit higher still, you can stack one fist on top of the other and then bring the forehead down on top of the fist. Beautiful. So again, be where feels comfortable for you. There's no right or wrong. It all depends on our own unique bodies. Lovely. Let's see if we can connect back to that beautiful, slow and steady breath. Taking a few moments now to just slow down and pause. And this might feel like the first moments you've taken to just rest and focus on your breath. This might be the first time you've ever had the opportunity to do so. So really See if we can kind of indulge in this time, reaping as much benefit as we can from this softness, from this stillness. Lovely. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Now, as you inhale, ever so gently lifting the head back up, stretching the arms out in front if they're not already, and all you're going to do is gently slide along the belly, coming all the way to lie on our fronts. Beautiful. And again, bringing one hand on top of the other, and you can either turn the head to one side, so either looking to the left or the right, or maybe again it's forehead down to the back of the hands, and just lying flat on our bellies now. Beautiful. And if you fancy kind of bending one knee, bringing it up to the side, feel free to do so if that feels comfortable for you. Getting a little bit of an opening in the hips, or you can just stay as you are. And this is where we're going to be for the next few moments. So if you do need to adjust, if you need to kind of wriggle the body in one way or another to make sure you are completely comfortable, do feel free to do so. But over time, just seeing if we can gradually find that little bit of stillness. And I know that's easier said than done. We kind of always want to fidget, or perhaps it's even as small as just wriggling the toes. Let's see if we can be completely still and completely relaxed. So any tension that may have existed in the body now begins to slowly fade away. And all I ask of you here is just to, again, bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing every inhale and every exhale. Notice the quality of the air we breathe in, how it feels as it travels in through the nose, filling up the lungs entirely. Allowing yourselves to just breathe and be, nothing else. There's nowhere else we need to be, nothing else we need to do, apart from be here simply in this moment. So let's maybe take 3 final breaths here all together. Big breath in through the nose. Softly sighing out through the mouth. And again, big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, big breath in. And a big breath out. Lovely. Now we can gradually allow a little bit of movement to come back into our bodies. So again, maybe wriggling the fingertips, the toes. Maybe we lift the head, turn the head to one side and the other. Beautiful. Okay. And then ever so gently now sliding your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're just going to gently push the body all the way back up onto our hands and onto our knees. Walk the knees forwards and then swing the ankles round to one side. Sit bones come down towards the earth. And again, we make our way into that comfortable seated position, so crossing at the shins or at the ankles. Beautiful. Let's bring the palms of the hands down towards our knees and take one more collective breath here all together. Big breath in through the nose. through the mouth. Lovely. Bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart. And as always, we finish our class together with our little blessing. The goodness in me sees and honors the goodness and light in all of you. And we take a bow and we say namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for that little practice today. I hope it's made you feel perhaps a little bit more calm, relaxed, grounded, or maybe even energized, whatever it may be. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again on the mat very soon. Don't forget, there's another free class from me next Sunday. Maybe I'll see you there. All right. Have a lovely time. Mwah.